love.
Hey, Coco, we've got 1 week. It's 1 week until the big Go Game Go sitcom themes bracket week. And everybody better get their picks in very soon. Their top 32 favorite sitcom themes. And we can have a big vote on it next week on Go Game Go. Did you get your picks in yet, Coco? Meow Mix. You can't have Meow Mix. It's a freaking commercial. It's not a sitcom. But you know what? I have my picks in. And while I was putting mine in, I got a sneak peek at Viking Stew's picks. And you know what I saw on there? But that wasn't his number one. His number one was... Doesn't surprise me at all, does it? You know, but I did get my picks all together. I got my WKRP shirt on here right now, and it's been driving me nuts because all I've been able to think about for a week are theme songs for my favorite sitcoms. It's driving me crazy. Damn you, Go Game Go.
You're 50, you don't have to.
Wait, is there a joke in there about me and Star Wars? Is there something about that?
I like that look on your face on the picture.
I thought he was going to do Kylo and the Ren. Oh, hell no. Oh, man.
I got to ask Papa Pete a question. Your WKRP shirt said 15:30 a.m. And as far as I know, they never had a number listed.
A call number, yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever remember that. Is there really a WKRP now that uses 15:30?
Maybe.
I'm just curious where 15:30 came from. I've never seen that.
I don't either. Military time, that's what? 3:30?
Yeah. Hey, Mega Mike, what's going on? Lady
Mega
Ventress
Mark.
loves
Lady
WKRP. Yes. Yeah, that's a good shirt.
Oh, in honor of your recent video, I wore this shirt tonight.
Yes.
That was a
awesome
kick-ass
shirt.
video, dude. What a box set. That is crazy.
It was just so funny. I had him up like this, like it was a second head. And I kind of leaned the back, and the back of it just came flying out. And I was like, oh my God. So I hit pause, and I got everything back together. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave that in there because it was so funny. It fell out to the point where there's 5. Hey, Real Gamer. There was 5 of those DVD collections in that head.
Yeah.
And the one was under the chair, which I didn't know. There was just 2 loose DVDs plus the other ones. So I was like, where did these go? And I had no idea. I ended the video, and then as I was moving around, I looked and I found the other one. So then I had to film this a little bit more to show the 5 and stick it back in there. Now, there was supposed to be a keychain, which I never saw the keychain. I don't know what happened to that.
Did you write them?
No, I didn't say anything yet.
What you need to do is write them, and then they'll probably tell you, just keep it, and then you can pass one on to me.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I need to, I'll send them something here because I've been looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that fell out too. But
so they just there's a few DVDs in there that were just loose.
No, one of the 5 collections, the one that's for the reboot, the Japanese reboot in '97. Right. That whole collection fell, bounced, came back this way under the chair, but it jarred 2 of the DVDs loose.
I got you.
So I saw those like, oh, this is weird. Why would they put them like in a sleeve or something?
Bob just was doing it that day. He's like, it was like the Three Stooges. Oh, I got 2 extra discs. What do I do with them? I just stick them in there.
You know. Lance just said there's a compartment in the neck.
Oh.
think there is.
See how awesome.
Boom!
There you go.
Oh,
Well,
Lance.
so much for
That's
my
it.
free copy.
What a keychain. What am I going to the gas station with this thing? What the size of this?
I'm telling you, though,
Oh.
back in the day, remember back in the day, they used to have big things like that. I remember that.
God.
Back in the 70s, they had like big disc things with stuff on it, or a flower, like the flower stickers back then.
So here's the back. This thing does not close. It doesn't snap close.
That's
what
weird.
I think it's hilarious that Lance knew about this thing in the back. I never even noticed this.
I think that's brilliant, especially for tonight's show. How amazing.
I didn't say anything to Amazon because I thought maybe it was a small one and it just bounced somewhere. I was going to go look for it.
Yeah, you're like, maybe it's my problem. The one where you complain about it, they send you a new one, and then one day you're cleaning and you're like, oops.
Hey, Casey, how's it going?
I remember years ago, Christine bought me, for Christmas time, she bought me Assassin's Creed 3. And it wasn't coming. And she's like, and they refund. They go, do you want to wait or do you want to refund? She goes, I'll take a refund. And then right before Christmas, we got a package and it showed up. So free Assassin's Creed 3. It's really weird.
I did that with, what was it? Oh, it was an amiibo. It was a King DDD.
Oh, wow.
I think I ordered two by mistake. So I went to send one back and Amazon literally said, just keep it.
Oh, yeah.
They told me to keep it. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, they don't want to do all the paperwork and all the crap it takes to get that, back in the system.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive an item anyway. I guess.
Exactly. BMG used to do that. They sent me the Star Wars soundtrack, and it was cracked. The case was cracked, and I'm like, I don't pay money for broken merchandise. And they were like, no problem, we'll send you a new one. Just keep that one. Don't worry about sending it back. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's so cheap.
Columbia House used to send me all kind of DVDs or all kind of CDs.
Yeah.
For a penny.
So tonight I'm using the Chromebook and I'm sitting on the floor. Why? They came in and confiscated all of our shares. Just, it happens. Have you heard about that on the internet? People just having their chairs confiscated? No? Well, then that's a lie. So that's not true. So I've forgotten how to sit in a chair. That's it. No. I went and visited my dad. My dad's got
how's
a
he
birthday
doing?
coming up. He's doing great. And he's still had the Atari system, right? And he was,
cool.
Yeah, he was wanting to set it up. So I said, he goes, I want to play him, and he's not got a good feeling about being good at the games. I go, you won't be good at the games. That's what playing games is all about. They're like shmups, shmups, you can play a shmup. And if you just want to dabble in a shmup, you're screwed. Because if you're just looking to be great at it or really good or not sucky,
you've got to play the same one for hours.
Yes.
Like our good friend, One More Quarter.
Yes.
He is a master at shmups. That guy is great.
So much so he wrote 2 books. But it's kooky. So anyway, but he had all the Atari stuff. So I did a video, actually. I could send you this. What's the best way for me to send you this to put it on? Since I'm not in any kind of control tonight because I'm on my Chromebook.
Oh, I don't know. Pete sends stuff through, was that Dropbox? I don't know if you have that.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that on my phone.
How big is it? Is it a small video?
That's what she said. It's just under 3 minutes.
You might be able to just send it through Gmail if it's that small, maybe.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. Do you want me to go through the same one that we use for the lists?
Yeah. Or you can just do my personal one, either one.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I did a quick little video to everyone. Let me see if this is going to do it. Oh, she's working on it. It won't even let me get a 2 in there. So anyway, maybe I'll just do the live video. Oh, of course. As soon as I put my phone down, it shows up.
Oh, here you go. Lance said you could just send it through Facebook Messenger.
That's what I was gonna try to do. Let's try this again.
Lance has all the answers tonight.
He is the answer man.
He knew the keychain was in the back of Speed Racer's neck that I didn't even see.
Does he have one of those?
No, he said he saw it on eBay. I guess some pictures of it. Like, well, because nowhere on here does it say where it is. It's like a little hidden compartment, which is kind of cool because Speed had all those little buttons and
exactly
secret things that pop out. So that's kind of cool.
Right. He had a lot of secret things that popped out. That sounds dirty. All right, I'm going to try. Let me try. All right, I'll try this again. But anyway, so what I thought I would do is compare what I have because he was like, we got it all plugged into the television and something wasn't working. Because you remember back in the day with an Atari, there's no lights. The only way you knew it was working is if you saw it on the TV. You know, that's how you knew. So I unplugged it all, and you know, he's just a little reluctant to let things go, and I get that, and I'm not asking for him to have me take any. I don't want to take anything. I just, you know, but he realized it's not working, and he realized I might be able to take a look at it, you know, like the Grinch. I'll take it there, and then I'll bring it back here. So he goes, I probably don't even need it back. I go, yeah, you do. You need it back. I said, I'll bring it back, you know, but I'll see if it's going to work. But so I ended up bringing it home. But there were some really cool things in there that I didn't realize that we had. And I'm waiting for this thing to see if it's going to put things in again here for the email. I'll try to do it on email. But in the meantime, my brother gave me this, a Gene Simmons ornament.
Oh, very nice. Yeah,
I saw it in his office area, and I put my thumb back. I go, I guess that's for me, right? He goes, well, yeah, of course. I was like, okay, good.
Hey, look at this. Let me take this down here. By the way, hello, Mike. Look at this book. It's pretty cool. Creating Q*bert and Other Classic Video Game Arcades. So it's by Warren Davis, the designer and programmer. Yeah.
Did you play that a lot?
Q*bert?
Yeah.
No, I did not play Q*bert a lot.
I did not either.
I like it. I've always found it, especially on consoles, difficult to play because it's, you know, you're going diagonal. And
yep.
Especially on the old systems, I felt like it was kind of hard or difficult to get the controls exactly right.
Yes, that was one of the things for me. I never was uber awesome with it, so I just, you know, it had great sound effects though.
Oh yeah, it's a good game.
I'll be eager to see if it's, you know, what they say about that in the book.
You know what arcade game I was just playing, which I love. It's on the Switch too. Is Pooyan. Remember that old arcade game?
What's it called?
Pooyan. Pooyan. Pooyan.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You play a pig in like this basket, and it goes up and down. And meanwhile, wolves are coming this way, and they're falling down with balloons, and they've got like a shield or something. And so you're going up and down the basket. You're trying to shoot them because if they reach the ground, that come all the way over and they start filling up these holes in the, I guess it's a tree. I don't know what it is that's behind you. So as you're going down, they're right behind you. So if you stay too long in front of them, they'll conk you in the head and knock you out of your basket and take a life. So,
and I hate that.
And then the second screen, the wolves are going up and you've got to shoot them down. And when they get up there, there's a big rock. And for everyone that gets there, they stand in line behind the rock and they all start pushing. It's kind of funny because they're pushing the whole time until they get enough to push it off. When they push it off, then it hits you in the head and boom, you're dead again.
Wow.
And that just keeps it. But it's a great game. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
And that's on the Switch, you said?
Yep. It's on those like arcade archives or something like that.
I'll have to look that up. I just I have a new idea for a segment too. I just went to the library today, and good God, do they have a lot of Switch games?
Really?
They have a crap ton of Switch games there. So I thought I'll just make a little segment that will do. Maybe I could do that on like our Thursday night shows.
Speaking of that, are you able to do a show tomorrow?
I can.
Because we just do an hour anyway. It's Nintendo stuff.
I can and I will.
I actually have a lot to talk about and show. Speaking of shmups, I've been playing Escatas a lot, which is a great shooter. I'll mention that tomorrow.
Cool.
I won't say too much about it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm eager to see what they have. You know, I mean, that's the tough thing about, you know, looking at the Switch games in bulk from the side. You're like, they just all look the same, and you have to read every little box. It's not like, you know, they're all red on the edge. So there's no, oh, that one, or there's that one.
Yeah, they are. I see one up there that's white, but I think that's I think it's a sleeve that goes over the.
Oh, yeah.
So it's still red.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I started getting rid of in my collection of DVDs is the sleeves on the outside. I'm gonna do something with them, but it's such a waste. You know, the only one I can't. There's ones, as long as the artwork is the same on the cover as it is on the sleeve, then I'll take it out, and I'm gonna do something with those. I'm gonna make a collage, or
that'd be cool. Get them all together like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like the one that's different is Iron Man. Iron Man is Iron Man on the cover, and then you lift it up, and it's Tony Stark underneath. So can't get rid of that one. I had a friend of mine tell me the other day that they don't like lenticular stuff.
That's cool.
They don't like the sound it makes when your nail goes over it.
Oh, I love that sound. I actually purposely do that. Matter of fact, that one right there that's white, I believe that's Wonderful 101, and the sleeve is lenticular.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I like
well,
that
it showed
sound.
up because I'd given them a Batman collector's. Hold on. I got it right here. As long as I don't hurt myself doing it. Oh, my God. Oh, that bloody killed my knee. So anyway, yeah, see? Batman Begins.
Oh, that's nice. You can even see it. Classic.
Classic.
It's like,
to them, it's torture. To you, it's classic.
It's like the corduroy of sleeves. I've always liked that sound.
That sound like you're going to start a fire between your legs. Oh, it's almost like a record.
So you can change the pitch. How do you do it? That's what's cool about it.
Yeah, and I would assume it's from where I'm holding it. I don't know. Earache my eye. How would you like a butt ache?
I just thought of a band called the Lenticulars, and that's all they play.
There was a band called the Lenticulars?
No, I said there should be.
There should be. Holy crap. I wonder if
JD's playing the Konami arcade classics on the Switch. That's really good.
Oh, that's so crazy.
He wishes they'd bring Blades of Steel to Switch. That would be a great one for their NES online app.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That'd be cool.
The funny thing is I was just looking up video game logos today because I have an idea of how to store my video games and stuff like that. Because there, there's that dream. Who else has this of all of the millions of people watching tonight? Who has a dream or has it done this way where you have all your video game systems set up and all the wires are run and you just plug them into whatever, or you have them into those multi-plug things? Does anybody have that or dream of doing that?
That'd be nice.
It would be nice to a certain extent, but the problem with it is, there it is right there. Weeka. I'll have to record that for you, Jeff.
Pete sent this. This is from the Speed Racer video.
Yeah.
After I dropped everything.
You know what, Jeff? When you showed me that, I got a really neat idea. I'll work on that.
See the thing that's open right there?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and it's got the tray open on the back.
Too bad they don't tell you that on the thing.
That is kind of crazy.
I was looking all over. I took the box back apart. I was like, maybe it's taped to the bottom of the styrofoam.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, look at this. All my consoles are set up that way. Now, and then the next one says I have an HDMI hub to switch between my consoles, which I have one of those, but it goes between the Switch, PS4, and the Amazon stick. So yeah, I have that. But when I'm talking about it too, is like the retro games, But what I started thinking was, like I'm just going to put them away, and I'll make a storage space. And I'll buy some bins. I'm going to buy some plastic bins that are relatively rugged. I don't want to buy cheap. And they'll be big enough to put the controllers and the wires and the console in it. And then I'll make my own little sticker thing and I'll put that on there for whatever system it is and put it up on the shelf. And then if a buddy like you comes over and we want to play a couple of different systems, we just pull those out and plug them in. Because what I realized too is like the other problem is like I have an Xbox that's been plugged in down here. The only thing I do on it is watch DVDs, really. Not that I don't have some good games for it, but I just don't play it a lot. So it gets all dusty. So the time that I would take to spend to just plug it in for a little bit in the front, you know how these TVs have they all have like the thing in the front where you can plug in there for quick and easy. So I'm going to just do that. So the time that I would spend dusting it, I could just pull it off the shelf out of the thing, plug it into there, boom, done. Play some Xbox, unplug it, put it away, put it back on the shelf.
Yeah,
it just seems like makes more sense
about getting HDMI cords from all, because there's different ways you can hook up all the old systems through HDMI now, which is nice. I have a Retro Tink. It's this little box. You can plug old systems into it, and then it's got an HDMI out.
Yeah.
It's got virtually no lag.
Yeah, I think I've got.
So you can hook any of the old systems up to it, from like NES and up.
This is kind of fun. See, yeah, like I have this.
Yeah.
So then it goes out to the HDMI. So I'm eager to start using that. But anyway, that was my thought. I just thought, oh, that'd be kind of cool. So I was downloading logos today to do that. And then I thought, oh, it'd be fun to have, on the side of this shelf unit, have some, game companies on there. And Konami was the first one I pulled up.
Do you remember the other name they used for their NES games? Because NES Nintendo had a rule where you could only put out like 5 games a year or something. So Konami created a whole separate company, if you want to call it that.
I think we've talked about it before, but what was it?
Ultra.
Oh, I do not remember that. What games were on Ultra?
I don't remember. I just ran into one the other day. I saw a picture of it.
Boop.
Boop.
I ran right into it. I have a switcher for HDMI games and devices, then another one for RCA component type. Yes, I've got one of those in there too, JD. I've got the switcher down here. But again, I can't stand dusting them, and I think it would almost give me more purpose if I didn't have them plugged in and just would focus on one game. That's for me. That's how I think, But anyway,
one more quarter just slipped in. We were just talking about you. One more quarter.
Yeah.
About what a great shmup player you are.
They're a shmupper.
He's actually playing a new one. He's been doing videos of Moon Dancer. And the developer, it's a single guy. He's done, I think it's now 3 other Switch games. This one's only on Steam right now, but it'll come to the Switch. All of his games do.
And I don't think that it matters whether he's married or single.
No, it doesn't.
I just thought I'd mention that. I mean,
oh, I know. One more quarter. We're gonna do our Nintendo show tomorrow night, same time. If you can make it, because I'll be talking about that shooter that just came out. It's an old Xbox 360 shooter called Escatas, and it's very cool. That's
kind of fun to say.
Escatas. It's spelled weird. It's ESCHATOS, but the narrator actually, or the voiceover comes on and says Escatas,
and you're like, hey, thanks.
I was like, okay.
All righty.
I would never guess that, but
oh, and that reminds me. Did I tell you about Frasier when I was watching Frasier and the Mexican version came on? Did I tell you about that already?
A Mexican version of Frasier?
Yeah, so I was watching it on some streaming service, and I was in the 11th season. I was trying to get finished up, and the next show comes on, and it does the and the little scene comes up, and Frasier comes across, and he goes, Frasier. I was like, what the hell's that? And then the show comes on, and everybody's talking in Spanish. I was like, what happened? What happened? Did somebody bump my Buzz Lightyear button, and now everything's Spanish? I was like, what happened here? It was so weird. So weird. And then the next one was okay. And then the next, I thought, well, I'll move on to the next one then. This one's okay. And it gets the Frasier. I was like, okay, forget it. Never mind.
We had a friend from Germany. We were watching TV, and she was a big fan of King of Queens.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so we watched some episodes, and she's like, I've never heard their voices before. I'm like, really? Because everything is dubbed.
Dubbed, yeah.
Dubbed. So that would be interesting to to watch a show, especially she spoke English, so she could have easily watched it that way. It just wasn't available, so she finally got to hear the actual voices, and I'm sure it sounded just weird. It's the same voices you've been hearing all this time.
Because that's the thing with, like, even if it doesn't matter whether it was French or Spanish or whatever it was that I saw with Frasier, but you're almost compelled to sit there for a few minutes and just see what everybody's voices sounds like.
Yeah, that's the
like that's Martin awesome. Sounded like 20 years younger, and I was like, okay, that doesn't really fit his cantankerous kind of a smart alecky character, older gentleman, but it's just funny. You're
Did
like,
you ever see the documentary about it was about letting someone in Russia do Everybody Loves Raymond. Like the producers of it went over there, and they're licensing the show, but they, of course, they're doing their own version of it.
yeah.
And so they had all new characters. I don't know if they were doing the same episodes. Probably not.
So they were doing like a Be Kind Rewind version?
Yeah, it was all new characters.
Wow.
It was just interesting watching the process of them trying to pick people for it, because it's so odd. Because I mean, I guess Ray Romano, I guess, was there. I can't remember, but the showrunner who created it with Ray Romano was there. He was the main guy, and it had to be kind of weird because, I mean, unless you're familiar with, Russia and Russians, I don't know how you would determine who to pick.
Yeah.
You think you'd leave that up to the Russians to do, because I would think they have a better understanding of what people would like.
Right.
I would assume.
Unless they just dig folks from the States and you just like, you do whatever you want, as long as it, I mean, if that's the way you're thinking. But
look at this. One more quarter has been married for 16 years.
Ooh.
To my
How
wife
long
and
have you been?
sweetheart, may they never meet. You ever see that video of a soccer player? I think he was in South America. He was, it was after a match. And he was thanking people. He thanked his wife. He thanked his girlfriend, and it was like, oh.
How do you follow that? You're like, just kidding.
Yeah,
girlfriend. That is my wife. Oy. Every Tuesday we role play. She's my girlfriend.
How long have we been married? Let's see. What year is this? 22? I'm losing
Is
track
that
of
22 for you?
No, this is no, it's 2022 right now.
Oh, I see.
So 28 years?
28?
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're
oh my gosh, 30 years and 2 more years.
Yeah. We're getting ready for 34.
Whew. It's a long time.
That's a long time for her to put up with me. Thank God. She'd say it's the other way around. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. So back there, okay, here, this is a crazy part. Okay, you guys see this? JD knows what this is, right? I mean, if you can read it, which you probably can't. I'll tell you what, can you make me big on the screen? Since I have no control. Hey, I just did that song last night in rehearsal.
Boom.
So you can see what this is, JD? Anybody know what this is? You can probably read it on the edge so you can see who it is.
Priest.
Yeah, Judas Priest. What's the album? The album name is hidden. So this is back when I used to go to record stores and ask them if they had any cool display stuff left over.
Yeah.
And hanging around. But yeah, that's the Turbo album, 1986. That's when I actually went and saw them and I met them. So
nice.
I'm working on putting that video out there. So it's part of the technology thing that I'm trying to get figured out. I'm a little slow in the process. But anyway, I asked about that. I got to dust it because it's all dusty. But yeah, I've had this thing since 1986. So it was up in my old room in my closet when I went up to visit. But now get a load of what my dad had. Are you ready? So I was telling you about the Atari stuff. But look.
Wow, the box. Very nice.
The box. There you go.
All right, what games we got back here? Is this all that's all combat, isn't it?
Yeah, you have Tank,
all those.
the open field. That's Tank as well. Oh, wait, what is this? Okay, so then this, it's all tanks and planes. You have the biplanes and the jets. Jet fighter. and then jet fighters with clouds and guided
It's not
missiles.
with clouds.
With clouds and guided missiles. How about
Not
that?
with clouds.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And those are some nice clouds.
Born Distract wants to know if you've ever had a record of yours melt.
Oh, have I ever had any warp on me? Not. I've melted records.
Melt. Yeah, he wants to know if they've ever melted.
Yeah, like that's how you make those chip bowls. People make chip bowls out of old records.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you just put it on top of something that's, like a ceramic bowl or something that can go in the oven, and you lay it on, and it doesn't take much at all. I mean, you put it in there, and it's like, ooh.
It's like a shrinky dink.
Yeah, like a shrinky dink, but it doesn't go small. It just gets warpy, and then you get it out real quick and form it as best you can.
Do
and then
shrinky dinks even exist anymore?
I thought that they did.
I love shrinky dinks.
I was thinking they did.
I love the name shrinky dinks.
I love that. It was fun to say.
It was just cool. It was just a cool idea.
Yeah, it is. It was. It is. It was. I wonder
Especially back like in the 70s and 80s when there was really nothing else to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, this is for Pete. Are we ready for this? This is for Papa Pete. So I knew they still were in there, but look at this. These are MPC kits.
Oh, geez.
The speeder bike models.
That is really cool.
Now, I had pretty much done them, but I still needed to paint them and everything. So there's one of the speeder bikes. And they come with a stand. So you can put them. Hey. My cat's messing with a plastic bag. Knock it off. So it comes with a stand, and then it comes with the rider. Obviously, I started painting, but
I think that'd be more interesting to set him up just like that.
Just
why is he standing like that?
Somebody swipe the toilet. That's one of my favorite things on that Robot Chicken Star Wars thing, is when Luke swings up there and throws that grenade inside that AT-AT, and the guy's sitting on the toilet reading Naboobies. So there you go.
How old is that, do you think?
How old? I could probably tell you. It's probably got a date on the box. Because, I mean, it came out when the movie came out. So the box, there's no date there. 1983.
Jeez.
Fun Dimensions, division of CPG. So made and litho in the USA. So there you go. Has the speeder bike. Super detailing. I like that. Super. Like Jackie Stewart. Super detailing. So then they have a picture of the Millennium Falcon, and they had an A-wing fighter, and they had the shuttle. How do you say that? Tidarium. The T-1920. It's numbered 1920. That was it. Yeah. Oh, look at this, Jeff. This makes me think of you. If you get enough of their models and stuff, you can collect golden wings tokens and earn a bonus MPC kit free.
That is really neat.
How about that?
Only in the USA. Sorry, Pete.
Model may be painted to match illustrations like this. Paint and cement not included. So yeah, this was a golden opportunity kit. Look at that. Golden opportunity kit. So anyway, I had a couple of those. So like there's another guy. So I have 3 speeder bikes. So but
One
yeah,
more quarter melted a Game Boy by accident when he was camping with Mr. Mosquito, an old bug repellent.
what?
It's funny. I had a game on the PS2 called Mr. Mosquito. It was not the bug repellent, though.
Wow.
You played as a mosquito.
Isn't that the band that was in Gilligan's Island?
Oh, yeah, the mosquitoes.
The Mosquitoes.
Yeah, look at Pete. He's got all the ways to get around stuff.
Okay, so I just still don't know what's the deal with the game. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get it to work or what. So here it is. So I gotta get her cleaned up. She's all dusty. And like I said, there's no lights, so you never know if it's on or not until you see it on the screen.
True, no lights on it.
And so I don't know. I need to re-plug it in here. My dad was he was plugging in the controller here, and I was like, now nice and easy now, because it's so funny as the kid to be standing there telling my dad, nice and easy now. Now the first thing he pulled out of this box was this.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that was a real deal back then. I mean, they really did have the wireless controllers.
And I told him, I said, well, I have the other part here. I'm like, I don't know how I ended up with this.
Wait,
and
did
this
you
stayed
show
at the
this on
house.
another show? Like somebody gave you that or something?
Yeah, I've had it out on another show where I was kind of going through stuff.
Yeah, you had the base, but you didn't have the.
But I didn't have a controller. So,
I mean, you think is that just from home?
What's that?
Do you think that base is you just took it from home years ago?
Somehow it ended up in my stuff. I don't know.
Pete said if you have basic math in the box in there, he's gonna drive to St. Louis.
If I find it in there, I'll start baking you beer bread right now. So yeah. Here, cable connection to VHF. My dad's notes. Now look at this. This is a replacement part. CX40.
Is it the plastic thing that goes? Wait, that's just a whole nother controller.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow, that's cool.
There's no year on it. Atari Incorporated, Consumer Division, Sunnyvale, California. Made in Taiwan. Ooh, a Warner Communications company. Did you know that?
Yeah, they sold them to Warner. When was that? It was fairly early.
Was it? So I have 2 of those. I don't know if I don't know if this was the original one that's in here. And one of them that's in this box.
An episode of Storage Wars.
What's that?
Lance said this is almost an episode of Storage Wars.
So yeah, I love these. These were stackable, so you can take them apart.
Oh, that's nice. There's not much better than going through a box of old stuff from like 40 years ago.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, there. Oh, I did it. See, back together. Oh, there's the bowling tag that came off of one of the games.
I love Atari bowling, by the way. I love that.
What's
game.
that?
I love that game on the Atari bowling.
I know, right?
It's so much fun.
Paddles. Oop, extra.
Are those the regular paddles or the Indy 500?
These are the regular.
Very nice.
And then lots of, cable-y stuff. Like there's the power unit for it. And I don't know if that was a problem. I don't know if the power unit was a problem. But look at that. 1/8" jack. Mono. That's just
everyone in the
crazy.
chat is enjoying this unboxing a lot more than that other one.
A lot more what?
A lot more than the other one where you have the like cable remotes.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, all the paddles in here, though, everything. I got to clean this stuff up. I mean, God, it's all dusty and whatnot. So, but it's really cool. These are all just the regular paddles too. I got a few joysticks in here, but yeah, I was. Oh, look at that! There you go. There's some wear and tear right there, buddy. Look at that. The wires.
Wait, is that one of the? Is that one of the 2 paddles you've already shown, or is that a third set?
This is one of them that I did show a minute ago, and I realized now that it's got the wires are showing. We must have gotten a little crazy on Warlords with those. But this other box, of course, it's the real beauty moment. Because it's got all the games. I don't know if my video ended up showing up in the email or not.
What's that?
Asteroids. And of course, we were very dainty when we opened them.
Asteroids. I was talking to Pete about that. I've never been so disappointed in a game. I mean, that was my absolute favorite arcade game at the time. I get that thing. I'm like, oh, God,
It was horrible.
First of all, the colors, I hated the colors.
Yeah.
I get why they did it because they can't do vector.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I don't like it, but what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
But the fact that the asteroid just start going up and down.
Yes.
Like, that's not how it works. They crisscross the screen.
Yeah, there's no randomness to this at all.
You literally have to start shooting all the asteroids for them to start moving left and right.
What in the hell is this?
What?
You have asteroids? Nah, but my dad does. Can't even sit on the toilet some days. There you go, buddy. That's it right there.
Oh my gosh, look at that box. That's so nice.
It is. That one, just a little issue on the top, but overall, not horrid. 23 video games on there.
That always cracked me up. I mean, back then, it was kind of like a deal. That was a thing back then. Oh, look at all the variations.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's like just a few years later, it's like, who cares about variations?
The Ricochet Fireball. What the hell did that look like?
All I remember playing was the one where you could catch it.
Yeah, it says 5. Let's see. 1 through 5 are catch lightning ball. 6 through 10 are catch fireball. What the hell's the difference?
I only remember one ball being tossed around. And it was a square.
Right. It was a square.
As the angry video game would say, this was before they invented circles.
How would life be if we had square balls? 11 through 15 are Ricochet Lightning Ball, and 16 through 23 are Ricochet Fireball. And of course, 1 to 4 player. I can't wait to read that on a Miko game.
I don't want to know what the deal is between the fireball and the.
This one just tripped me out when I saw that, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's in great shape. Because these boxes, you didn't have to pull them apart. It was just.
Oh, very nice. Wow, look at that.
Yeah. These Parker Brothers games were cool. And this is, I mentioned it in the video that I sent you, but that's Ross Andrew artwork on there. So Ross Andrew, I grew up reading a lot of Ross Andrew Spider-Man stuff. You can see kind of the awkwardness of Spider-Man. That's how Ross Andrew drew. It was really good, but Spider-Man had some really weird stuff that he did. It was like, I don't know. Did some interesting stuff, but there it is.
Pete likes Spider-Man. I've never played that game.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it. Galaxian.
Oh wow. Are there screenshots in the back? I'm curious about that.
One.
Not too bad.
It's got 9 skill levels, 1 player only. Use your joystick controller. Did you know this? That my dad was like, well, what kind of controller do I use with it? Because we have a lot of these games that we didn't know if they had a box or a manual. And did you know that it would say that right there on the cartridge too? It would say use with joystick controller.
I don't remember. That game though, did you ever hear the story about this game? These
About Sword Quest?
the Sword Quest games?
No.
So there was originally going to be 4, and I don't think they made 4. There was, but each one had like a puzzle within the game, and if you solved it, you got this real life prize. And I'm talking like I don't know, it was like $10,000 to $25,000 prize. It might be like a crown or a pendant or something.
Yeah.
But I think there was supposed to be 4, and then maybe there was a 5th thing for the grand winner. I don't know. But if you go on YouTube, there's lots of documentaries about it. It's really interesting because I think maybe only 2 of the prizes were actually given out.
Wow.
2 or 3. And one guy said he just melted it down and sold the gold.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's rumors that the CEO at the time, like Salvatore, saying that he had I think it was a sword in his office. I don't think anyone was ever able to confirm it. But there is one guy for sure that still has his prize. And I don't know what that'd be worth today. If it was worth, $10,000 to $25,000 then.
I couldn't
Because
even
it was gold and he had jewels. Here we go.
So are you saying that they made how many of these? 4?
There's supposed to be 4, but I don't. Pete,
right.
is there I don't think there were 4 games actually made. Were there?
Okay.
There like 3?
So this,
or maybe only 2.
This is 1982, and this one is called Earthworld.
Oh, here they go. He said they gave out they made the first 2 because they gave out the prizes.
Okay.
Then they made Waterworld, but they never made Airworld.
Oh, okay.
I believe this was around 82, 83 when things were starting to go south for the company. So I guess they just decided to put the kibosh on the whole thing.
Yeah, because this one's 82. You can see it there.
What a great idea for
then the artwork. I mean, look at this artwork. That's pretty impressive. Not like none of the other artwork was impressive. I'm just saying it's pretty dang cool.
So the guy that has the one remaining prize, it's got to be one of the ultimate video game prizes. I mean, there's only one of them.
Well, and it's kind of interesting that it's all of those. You can't really call them elements, but they're all the things from Avatar, right?
Hey.
Classic.
Air Sea Battle. So did you
This
hear
is another. Speaking of classic,
another Superman there?
Yeah, I played the crap out of this game.
Papa Pete did a video on Superman.
He sure did.
Where he was playing it over and over.
Yep, he sure did. What? It's 1979. There you go. Breakout. Video Olympics.
I had that.
There you go, man.
Nice. The Video Olympics, wasn't that the only way to play Pong on the Atari?
Yeah, it's 1 through 12. You had Pong and Super Pong.
I don't think there was a Pong game outside of that for the Atari. Not that I remember.
Oh, look at this. They have Foospong. Quadra Pong.
It was cool, the different ones. Like there was ones where you had a paddle in the back and a paddle towards the front. And so when your back paddle would hit it, you could then hit it again with your front paddle and send it a different direction. It was actually a lot of fun.
And a pain in the ass for your opponent. There's a good one there. Jungle Hunt.
Jungle Hunt.
Yeah. So now, wait a minute. So Pitfall came out from Activision when?
81?
82.
82.
Jungle Hunt was also, then it was 83. Interesting. I guess they were quite different, but the same.
I've never played Jungle Hunt. I don't know. I like
Interesting.
Pitfall, though.
Let's do a video on that. Or has Pete already done a video on that?
I don't know.
There you go.
Now, I've never played that on Atari, but I've heard that's way better than the
There's
original Pac-Man.
there's the screen.
It even looks better.
So, and here they are having fun.
Wait, is that some on the far right? Is that an arm or something? What is that?
An arm?
On the far right of that photo of the family, what is that? Oh, never mind. It's two separate things. I like how they got 4 people. They're all enjoying it, watching the one guy play.
and nobody's even looking at the game. He is.
I'm
Everybody's
not
going.
sure if he is. He almost looks like he's looking to the right of it. It's like that old Nintendo ad where you got 2 kids and mom and dad, and they're playing Super Mario.
Yes.
And it's funny because they have 2 controllers out, but it was a single player game.
Wishful thinking. Good old the classic combat. And there you go.
Oh, nice.
So
Saboteur
and that's in
said
your book, right? The artwork for that one's in the Atari book.
Oh, wait. Saboteur said Pitfall came out in 7th grade.
No matter what your age, it came out in 7th.
So you're saying about that poster collection. I played the heck out of that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here you go. I was saying that Saboteur said his Art of Atari poster collection book arrived a couple of weeks ago, and he framed 5 of them right off the bat. Thanks for the heads up, Jeff. Love the artwork.
That's what I was thinking about doing too.
That is a neat book.
That is it, and you can find a pretty good price on it out there, used even.
I think it's like $25.
There you go.
It's not very expensive.
Talk about the one that when I fell asleep one night, I saw the screen. I could still see the screen.
I still say that's my favorite Atari game just because I played that more than anything else.
And the artwork is fun. I love that artwork.
I liked it better than the arcade game.
Really?
Which is just bizarre for a game that old.
Yeah.
It played well. I mean, well, of course, the original arcade game was black and white.
Yeah, and what?
And this one had color, and then the aliens were bigger, and it was fast. I mean, I liked everything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, when they'd start getting going, when you were in deep crap, then that would just be like, yikes.
Oh, the music was great because it got you all nervous.
Speaking of favorite games.
Oh, Berserk.
And look at that artwork, man. That is awesome. I just love it. And it comes with a comic book with the Atari Force comic book.
Pete's just waiting there. Pull something out of there so I can offer you a trade.
I wonder if the Atari Force comic is in here or if it's... I think I have it, but it's not in here. I think it's over here in the box. Let's see what else we have. Oh, there you go. Maze Craze.
I never had that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I played that quite a bit. Hey. Stupid cat. Why do they love plastic bags? Football. Played a lot of football.
I never played football.
There's only 3 video games on here.
I know it looks ridiculous, but was it fun?
Yeah, I mean, I played it a lot. It was great. Probably not, but this one's got a comic in it as well.
Oh, Yar's Revenge.
See, but I don't think this worked. I don't think our cartridge worked. It may have worked for a bit and then didn't, because I noticed in here we bought another one. That's still in the plastic. Look how much we paid.
79 cents.
Yeah, so there's a great donut shop right by us. And years ago, the sons of the owner opened a video game store right next door to it for a short bit. And that's where we got that. I think that's where I got this one. I also found a place that was selling them in trade. What did he? There's bath tissues. You love that? You like that?
That's a nice supply.
Isn't that good? I just got that.
Is that from Sam's? Costco?
Thanks for noticing, Brian.
I'd like to have that one. I'm not sure which game he's referring to.
I'd like to have that one.
I'm not sure.
The Yar's Revenge or the toilet paper game. And then, of course, I had to save these because they're some of our favorites. And look, it just falls out the bottom.
Yeah, it sure does.
There's just no stopping it. It just goes. So, yeah, Atlantis. And then I forgot that we had Cosmic Arc.
I'll tell you what, I was playing Cosmic Arc on my my Retron 77.
Yeah.
It's an old Atari emulator. And man, I love Cosmic Arc. Ooh, I got to try
Star
that
Voyager. I don't even remember this game.
I don't know what that is either. Cosmic Arc was really cool because I had 2 screens.
There's the let's see if I can get it right. So it's like you're flying ahead like Star Fox. And you're shooting things coming at you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are all the inbox stuff. And then there's we have some of these little catalogs.
Those are the best.
Aren't they though? This is obviously Activision.
I used to save all those. I just love that.
Do you still have them?
No, I don't have any of it. I don't have any of this stuff, unfortunately.
Look at that.
Just so cool.
Boxing.
There was no other way to look at stuff like that back then.
I know, right? Look at that. Fishing derby. Did you ever play that?
Oh, yeah. I played a lot of that.
Wow. Tennis. I played a lot of tennis.
Yep.
Skiing. Laser Blast.
Yep. That was a David Crane game.
Freeway, of course.
Oh, yeah.
With Super Chicken. No. Kaboom. I love Kaboom. Dragster.
Dragster is interesting. It's a 5-second game, basically. Or I should say like a 7-second game.
That was the funnest 7 seconds of my life.
The whole thing is it's all this timing. You got to do with the throttle and you got to pump the gas. But what's interesting is the one thing they did right with it is as soon as you're done, if you just hit, I think, the joystick left, you restart immediately. So you could sit there and play for 20 minutes straight of just this. It's just so bizarre. It's like the game only lasts literally a run for 6-7 seconds.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like not like a high score chaser, it's like a low score chaser. You're trying to go as fast as possible. But it's like skiing in a way. Like how skiing, you would play it and you'd go just nudge just a little bit.
Yeah.
to shave off like a tenth of a second.
Right.
Well, that's what you do with Dragster.
Wow.
It's pretty interesting.
Wait a minute. Atlantis 2, just for a contest, and was differentiated just by a
Sticker, I think.
sticker on a regular Atlantis cartridge. There's no box. It just had more difficult ROM installed on it to make it harder for the contestants. Very rare.
Lady Ventress, thank you for coming by. We will see you later.
I hope I didn't bore you with the Atari stuff. Yeah, they had bridge and checkers as well. And of course, ice hockey and Stampede.
Yeah, both are really good. Stampede's a really good game. It's oh yeah, there's the original guys.
So what were you going to say about Stampede?
I think that's a really interesting game. I think it's a really good arcade game.
I do too. Yeah, we have the Atari. This is the thing
What
you
is that?
get.
Wait, what is that? I don't remember that.
It's like this is
I remember the
Atari,
catalogs. You open up like a regular catalog. I don't remember that.
yeah, video computer system merchandising tips. A pocket full of facts to help you sell more Atari video games.
How did your dad get that? It sounds like it's for a retailer.
It does, but
Maybe he swiped one off a counter when he was in the store.
give me that. Yeah, that sounds like my dad. Hey, there you go. Hi, we're retailers. I don't know what this is. That's what his look looks like. He kind of looks like Joe Montana.
Or Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
Joe
That's his older
Montana
brother.
Football.
Ah, look at that picture. That's a beautiful thing.
That is nice.
That's how I should do a video on all this stuff. So anyway, yeah, but there's a catalog, got the old Atari catalogs. And there's one.
All right, Pete said there's 2 variations of Maze Craze. And he has, well, at least this one's the less common. I don't know if he has the other. This is, wait, what is your Maze Craze is different than this one, is it? Oh, hold on. I'm holding it up to the camera like.
Yeah, like you can see. Yeah, you can see you.
Wait a minute. Let me do this for a second. All right.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Was that your cover?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. It didn't look like it.
What the hell is that?
Why can't I adjust this? I'm like a crazy person.
Usually I put it bottom out first.
Wait a minute. This is 256 games.
Wow, I got ripped off. I got 16.
Got 16. Well, that's a bad deal.
That is ungood.
Ah. Camera's washing out. Oh yeah. So wait a minute. That's not that. What does that say? CX. What's the number on that?
CX 2635.
Okay, they both have the same number.
That's interesting. 1978. One of the early games. Yeah, so this is another. Here's one I don't remember this. Star Raiders.
I remember the name, but I don't ever play it.
Yeah. And there's the Sword Quest, Combat, Pac-Man.
The old Pac-Man.
Now look at this. This is the one that flipped me out. I didn't know that we bought this. I must have bought it. We must have bought it from those guys or somewhere used. Look at that.
The old ET.
ET.
Did you find that in a hole?
I know. Look at how crappy it looks. It's got like something on it. I'm like, what is that?
So Sean Lawrence, I see you're watching from Facebook. I guess they only show Facebook comments
Maybe.
in Facebook. That's weird. Why would they do that? Huh.
So Pete says the one that I have is the very first copy of the Maze Craze.
Yeah, the one Pete has.
Mine is the common cover. Same number of games, it's just counted differently. So I need to settle down. That's what he's telling me. So we have an extra copy of Defender. Oh, look at this. This one blew me away.
Donkey Kong. I'm pretty sure I had that.
Wow. I didn't even know it's a Coleco.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know.
Isn't
I
that
didn't
weird
know
to see Donkey Kong on Atari from Coleco when it's all Nintendo?
Awesome game. Changed my mind. There you go. I played the crap out of Circus.
Oh man, Circus Atari is great.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
Doing
game.
that boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, it was like it's kind of like a breakout thing, but you're bouncing a clown around, so it's looking better now.
Popping balloons.
I know.
Remember that sound it makes when you get stuck in between? It's like,
Yeah.
that was classic. Look at that. There's a Missile Command.
Yeah, Atlantis. My childhood friend was a child actress, and evidently in some of the early video game ads, still trying to find them. I did find her in old Pringles ads on YouTube. That was fun.
Wow.
Interesting. I think JD knows everybody.
I love Pringles. Do you like Pringles?
Yeah, I mean, I ate them as a kid, and I like them for a little bit, but then it's almost like, well, these really aren't even potatoes.
I know.
Matter of fact, when they first came out, was it Lay's? Or somebody sued them, and they had to take off. They couldn't call them potato chips because
they weren't.
There was like less than half of them was a potato. So I don't know what all's in there.
I was going to say, so what the hell's the rest?
Hey, Peter, what's going on?
There's one. Have you played this?
No, I never played that on Atari.
Super Cobra. I mean, I see Pete's chiming in on the Pringles too. I like Pringles, but I can't eat them with good conscience.
They also make me feel sick after a while.
Yeah.
79 cents.
So now, is this different than the other football that I had earlier?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was in a...
What was that? Wait, show that one again. The cartridge.
Well, yeah, but look at it though. I mean, it's like, is it just repackaged?
No, it is. It's completely different. That's a real sports football.
Oh.
Later in the life of the Atari, they came out with real sports games.
Yeah.
And they basically were closer to Intellivision looking than the original games.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, like that one. I believe Real Sports Football had a horizontal view.
Yeah.
With actual kind of guys walking around.
Wow. Original intention was to make tennis balls.
Watch the Pringles episode of Food That Made America. Canyon Bomber.
And they all 79 cents. There's Super Breakout. Super Breakout. So what was the difference between Super and regular?
I don't know.
I don't either. And an extra copy of Warlords.
Excellent.
And I think, and there's bowling.
Love the bowling.
So that was everything that was in the box. So that's that.
Here, Salvatore saw a sealed copy of Real Sports Football this weekend for $12.
What?
Now, sealed copy, that doesn't sound too bad. Sealed. It's hard to find anything sealed from that long ago.
Yeah. I got to archive all these now. I have to get me a list of what there is, and then I got to find out if the system's even going to work. So I'm wondering if it's the connections.
Yeah, if it doesn't work right away, you might be able to just find. Heck, you could just find right here on YouTube someone talking about it. Maybe you can open it up and fix it.
Yeah, because I'm also going to try, because I have this other system that that Guy gave me. So I have my own Atari, which is why I told my dad, I'm like, I don't need to take this with me, but I said, of course I will, and I'll see if it works. I'll plug in. Maybe what I'll do is take the power source from this other one and plug it in. I got to even plug this one in and see if it works.
Well, here you go. Papa Pete might be able to help you out. He said he's torn them apart and bought parts for him.
Oh, wow. I'm really not good with pulling all that stuff apart.
You should do a live video with Papa Pete.
Oh, we should do that.
Trying to figure out what's wrong with it.
Yeah, we should do that. He'd be our answer man that night. Yeah, the main thing is just to go through this stuff and clean it up first of all, and then see what I got. But the box, though, that just blew me away that we still had the box.
The box is very cool.
I mean, I'm like, what? So
Brian said put a mod in it to add an LED power light. That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
That would be great. That would be very helpful, to say the least. You know what it's time for? I can never suggest that she watch this show. She'd be pissed at me. So what new stuff have you gotten? There you go.
Checkers and bridge. I can't. Too bad I can't get your face on here. Your face is on the screen in the background, and it's just so funny looking because you just kind of look like you're pissed off. I get pissed at Pete for showing the. Hey, you know what? Let me see if I can. That is pretty funny. I got to download this. Oh, let's see. All right, I download it.
Yeah, no basic math. Sorry.
Share.
Now to get all this stuff back in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? I loved that Pete opened up his Evercade the other day.
Ah, that was awesome. Finally opened it.
Things I wasn't sure I'd ever see.
All right, let's see. I'm going to do a share screen.
Share that screen.
Hey, Eep is back with now on YouTube. Now I can see us all.
Sweet.
All right. Now I'll show you Pete's picture. There you go.
Picture.
I like your look. It's like you're looking right at him as he's showing those off.
That's great. That's great. Wow. Checkers and bridge. How do you play a game of bridge on the Atari? I suppose it's just like poker, I suppose.
I don't know, Pete, is that a 2-player only game? Or is there actually AI for that?
Because I mean, I don't know, man. That'd be. I could never imagine playing a video game of bridge. I mean, I get it. They were trying to get, everybody in the family involved.
Yeah.
But
I when I was a kid, I never wanted any of those games. Checkers, chess, bridge.
Othello?
No, not for me.
No.
No card games, no board games, because I can go play those. Especially if you have to play with 2 people anyway.
Right. Right. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
He just got bridge for the 2600, but has not played it yet, so he doesn't know if it's 2-player or not.
So They should get together and play. Look, now I can put the remote unit back with the remote joystick.
Hey, Scallywag, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by.
And there was happiness in the kingdom once again.
Well, we got a special guest here.
Hey,
Pete!
I didn't want to hijack, but I did want to share. First of all, I don't know. It doesn't say it on the box.
Wow, that's weird.
I messaged you and said, I wanted you all this stuff from when you were a kid. Like, that is amazing, the condition of all that stuff, Stu.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's kind of where I learned to take care of my stuff. Even though not everything is like that. You know? Like my old Starsky and Hutch car and stuff like that.
I'm making a mess before I do it, but
I completely forgot that the controller is plugged into the back.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah, back here. This is mine when I was a kid. This is the one I got in 1981 for Christmas.
Wow.
And I bet you it was 1984. So, of course, back in those days, we played on the floor, right?
Yep.
Usually, it was on the TV by the floor because your controller was right here and it was attached. And if you look on the back right here, that's where the power plugs in. And then
correct.
And I think I was supposed to be doing something other than playing Atari at the time. My mother was quite perturbed at me trying to vacuum around me or something like that.
Who could be mad at you?
She stepped over the top and where the plug goes right in here, and it snapped that inside. That has been broken now since 1983 or 4. Okay, is probably when that happened. And really, it's the only thing that's wrong with it. It does not work because of that. It basically just needs to be soldered. I have had it apart and took a quick look at it. Yeah. I think I can fix it. And that's one thing I always said is I figure that in if I wait another year from now, I think it was 1983, it'll be 40 years later, I'm taking this puppy apart and it's going to be working again. 40 years later.
40 years later.
That long.
Now, Pete, I'm picturing as your mom stepped on it, you went, fudge.
But you didn't say fudge.
You didn't say fudge.
I didn't say fudge. And the other thing I just want to show you, these are actually like the few games I have here loose are my actual games that I still managed to keep that were mine when I was a kid. No boxes or anything. Those all got thrown out when I was in university. All the boxes, I've replaced everything.
Megaforce.
A few cartridges. Yep. Stu's favorite movie. Right?
I can't believe that.
Yeah. And
did you do a video on that game, didn't you?
No, I don't think I did on that one.
Okay. Is there a part in that game where the guy looks like he's watching porn?
It's amazing graphics of the 2600. You can really tell he's getting into it. So there's the box thing that I had, but what's kind of neat, what one is it? Is I can remember I had a few that were text label like this. So this one actually, you see a piece of tape on it. It's gone on this one, right?
Yeah.
But it's still on my copy of Combat. That I thought they all should have the picture labels like my Star Raiders does, right? So
yeah.
For whatever reason, I decided I was going to draw my own label.
Oh, wow.
So that's the one that I drew when I was, probably 12.
That's awesome, dude.
The game, and it's still there. So that's all I wanted to come on and show you because you're talking about the old stuff from the childhood. That's kicking around here. I'm trying to put it back in here without ripping the label off it.
Well, that's like me trying to figure out. I guess I'll try to put that little bowling bottom sticker back on. I'll readhere that
right here in my desk drawer just for that purpose.
Is that just a glue stick?
That's a dollar store glue stick. That's all I use.
Dollar store glue stick
works great.
So, well, hey, but while you're here,
yep.
What about your shirt? 1530.
That's what I was going to ask. They never mentioned a call.
This just came from T Public. You know, I saw that. I just liked the shirt, and I never really some of them I had the 50. Some of them I saw different ones on T Public had this 1530. So where that came from? Maybe it was in. You know, they did a few episodes where they were up at the tower and stuff. Maybe there's a sign somewhere that said 1530, and I never really thought of it. I don't remember hearing it either. But
maybe it showed up in that reboot.
Maybe.
I'm wondering if maybe after the fact, some radio station got those call letters, and maybe they were 1530.
And that's possible too. I don't know, but I really don't have an answer as to why. But yeah,
huh?
So neat.
Well, real quick too, while you're here, let me see if I have. Oh, you know what? Look, in the ones that, oh, look at this. And the ones that this is my box now that Guy gave me.
Okay,
I do have that.
Yep.
Now look at this. I have these Magic games.
That's beautiful game. Love it.
And I have another copy, obviously, with no box. And then I have this.
Yep, Riddle of the Sphinx. Game that's kind of difficult. I remember playing it way back in the day. I have a copy here. I think was there a copy of that I sent you, Jeff, last year? But
geez, I don't even remember.
Maybe I had 2 or 3 Riddle of the Sphinx here at one time, and
wow,
difficult, not difficult, but it's just a little abstract. It's all right.
Yeah,
all the games. You need your imagination to play these games, right?
Well, yeah, and it's like I was saying. My dad was, kind of like, "Oh, I won't even be able to know how to play these games." I'm like, "Well, just play them, and you'll get better."
Salvador likes it. He probably had it when he was a kid. He actually learned how to play it. He could play it. I could never learn. I never learned how to play it in the times that I borrowed it from somebody or whatever. But I did. That's probably how I played it. Because back in those days, when we were in school, you'd go to school and say, "Hey, I brought my copy of Defender. I'll trade you for Maze Craze for the week." That's what we did.
I'm trying to think. There was this.
Is that what I sent you?
Oh, I don't know. Did you send me some?
Remember I sent you about 8 of the Activision.
Then I guess that's what these are.
They're probably they're all faded.
Yeah, I bet that's what.
I think they wouldn't work. If they don't work, Q-tip and alcohol, and they'll work.
So you were the one. You're the reason that I have the Riddle of the Sphinx.
Maybe I'm the one who sent it to you. Yeah, I mean I sent you a box. I don't know how many games I sent, but
well, yeah, because this is about that many. There's 9.
Yeah, there was 9 or 10 that I sent. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
I thought most of them were Activision though.
Yes. Freeway, River Raid, Star Master, Ice Hockey, Boxing, and Kaboom.
All great games.
And then the 3 iMagic ones.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's probably
iMagic, however you say it.
iMagic.
Trying to see if there's anything. Well, this one I got from Guy.
Yeah. That's a fun game.
I think I remember it. I remember it. And then
it's quite repetitive, eh? Like you could learn it. And what's that one?
Surround.
Okay? Which is like Snafu on the Intellivision.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this is the only other one that I'm not familiar.
Yeah,
I had that as a kid.
Did you?
Besides, it's a horizontal shooter.
Yeah, it is.
That's just been sitting over on that shelf for a while. I think it's the only U.S. vid game I have.
Actually, I've got the cartridge of it right over there.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. 2 of them, Pete.
$4.99 for that one.
Holy crap.
It's a very, very common game. That particular one. To have I think I tried to sell one on eBay once. It didn't sell. Mind you, it would now. Things have changed. Probably it was a few years ago, but
I don't know what.
Put that in the box for somebody sometime.
I don't know.
I heard a lot of people don't like boxing, but man, I always liked that boxing game. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing someone else's. I mean,
okay,
it's just a good one versus one game.
I think I need a little help.
What's up?
I have a question. This doesn't plug straight into the television, right?
Right.
You need one of these.
What the hell?
That in right there, the RF, that RF will plug into this, and then you can screw this onto your coax.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So you don't need that RF box anymore.
Right.
All right, so this will plug right into that.
Yep, that would
Yeah.
just right on the end like this. And
Okay,
this
where'd
was
you get that?
I got it on eBay, and it was like I've got a bunch of them. There's about, you can't really see, there's about a dozen of them there, 8, 10 of them there, and I got like 10 for $7 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's funny, you go on there, you can buy one for $5.95 plus $3 shipping, or you can buy a dozen for $6 plus $3 shipping. You know, it's like,
Wow.
let's say you're talking about your Ataris. There's a little mod. What I'm not very good, okay, but there's a step down in there that steps. What's this called? A resistor. It's
Yeah, is that the
down
little
the voltage regulator steps it down to 5 volts, and this is what goes on an Atari 2600 a lot. It's actually, take that apart. There's not a whole lot to these systems.
Wow.
Not
Well, now I'm
compared to
wondering,
newer ones.
because I have. Well, no, see that won't. Yeah, no. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Because I have one of these in here.
Yeah. Old timer right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I never
So
even
what
seen that one.
what do I look for that? Isn't it just a?
I'll send you a link later.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll find a spot. I'll find a good deal and send you a link. I mean,
So,
I'll
yeah,
send you one, but it's almost, for what it's worth, it's almost easier just for you to freaking get one, and you'll get it quicker from eBay than from me.
Now, why can't this go straight into a video port?
It's just not the same. Oh, you mean
Okay.
like, no, it's not the same. No. I don't mean into the video as opposed, because that carries the video and the audio.
Yeah, and that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's designed, you basically convert it to coax. The coax takes the video and the audio. Very analog, very basic, and kind of crappy, but that's what they are, you know.
All right. RF to coax adapters.
There you go. Yeah, RF to coax adapter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. I think where I am, I have to order it because I'm not going to find it anywhere. But you could probably
Right.
street.
And we used to have Gateway Electronics, and then they closed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was the guy that knows, he'd know everything.
Yeah.
He'd know about that. I could take a wall wart in, or something that needs one, and say, what do you have a voltage thing that'll handle this one? And
He'd find it for you.
yep. But then they were looking for a new location. They used to be where I used to live.
Yeah.
And then because I freaked my daughter out one day, I was like, whoop, and I just zoomed in real quick. They were about to close. I didn't know it. I needed a power cable for a television. So I needed the female to go into the television and the male out. And I zipped in real fast. My daughter's like, oh my God. And I pull in and I get to the door and I was like, hey, and they're like, we're getting ready to close. I go, this is what I need. The guy reaches over about 2 feet away, throws one at me, and says he's like $5, and I throw him a $5 bill and leave.
That's beautiful.
I didn't even go in the door. It's just open the door, throws me a cable, throw him money, and I'm out.
So there's our WKRP answer. The new WKRP was 1530.
Okay, there you go.
Listen, I didn't mean to hijack. I'm going to bail.
Well, hold on. We're bailing anyway.
Yeah, we got to bail anyway. It's time to go.
You can do the Go Game Gone live, Pete.
I wanted to intro my original Atari too, because it's kind of neat to have those old ones like that,
It is. And this is
40th anniversary.
And this is the new one that I got to hook up from Guy.
Yep.
So I can't wait to clean up the other one and get her, that's part of the fun, is just getting that stuff and just cleaning it up and making it.
Absolutely. Well, later on tonight, you go online. There's all kinds of do-it-yourself videos for taking them apart, and not even that you're going to do anything with it, but just to learn how to take them apart and clean them.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah,
it's very easy to do. Yeah,
very cool. And then I got to figure out how to mod it with an LED light. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm terrible at stuff like that, but I'd love to do it. Who said that? Was it Savitar, or was it who said that?
I was thinking it was Savitar, but was it Saboteur.
over you, baby.
What's this? I saw an ad for some Radio Shack cryptocurrency recently. You miss it enough to buy that? I just bought. Oh, you know what? I went to the Euclid Records the other day, and I found a sound effects record. Remember, Realistic used to do those sound effects records.
Yep.
Yeah, I found one of those. I'm sure I may still have my old one that I had, but I'm eager to transfer it and see what they sound like. I could probably look it up on YouTube and see if they have it. I'll have to do that.
So
All
next
right.
week we're doing the TV show themes, the brackets.
And I already got my list in.
I think
I know, I gotta
everyone,
sneak
but we're still waiting on lands. And if anyone in chat wants to participate, send like a Gmail sheets or whatever file with your top 32. It's sitcom themes to this address here. Now there's 2 goes at the beginning, 2 goes at the end, and a game in the middle.
Go, game, go.
That is it.
And then, shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, and I guess that, that Speed Racer set is on like Uber sale. You know what I mean? Like even at $100.
It was like a third of the price.
It was, yeah.
Because I showed this on the show months ago, and I laughed at the price. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!"
Because is that what you did? Is that same price?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the only reason I got it, because I was like, it was so cheap. I'm like, and I'm such a Speed Racer fan. Just having this thing hanging around is weird.
I'm
and cool all at the
tempted,
same
but
time.
I just know that I wouldn't dive into it too deep. But I was enjoying my Blu-ray set though that we bought together. Or did I buy that for you? Or did I just tell you about it?
Yeah, because
The
this has
Blu-ray.
DVDs and Blu-rays of both the American and the Japanese version, and it's got
Yeah.
DVDs of that remake. Those
Yeah.
Japanese only.
I'll have to check that out.
All right,
So,
guys.
Pete,
next week.
Thank you for the video, Pete.
Hey, right on. You're welcome.
I still have a bruise in my side where you keep poking me with your videos.
Hold it. What happens? Wait. Oh, my camera's not working. I don't know what's going on here.
What happened? What's going on?
I don't understand.
All right, guys. Till tomorrow, we'll be doing we'll be back with the Nintendo show tomorrow, and maybe I'll make it. I'll probably stop by the library on the way home.
Sounds good.
And I'll take a picture.
If
A picture.
anybody who missed the video at the beginning, if you want a sneak peek of Stu's picks for the top sitcom theme song, they're coming right up.
All right. Well,
I still think you missed it. You should have done Kylo and the Ren.
all right. Wait. Hold on. We got too many videos in here. I gotta scroll. Oh, here we go. All right. We will see you guys next week for the bracket show. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, Coco, we've got 1 week. It's 1 week until the big Go Game Go sitcom themes bracket week. And everybody better get their picks in very soon. Their top 32 favorite sitcom themes. And we can have a big vote on it next week on Go Game Go. Did you get your picks in yet, Coco? Meow Mix. You can't have Meow Mix. It's a freaking commercial. It's not a sitcom. But you know what? I have my picks in. And while I was putting mine in, I got a sneak peek at Viking Stew's picks. And you know what I saw on there? But that wasn't his number one. His number one was... Doesn't surprise me at all, does it? But I did get my picks all together. I got my WKRP shirt on here right now, and it's been driving me nuts because all I've been able to think about for a week are theme songs for my favorite sitcoms. It's driving me crazy. Damn you, Go Game Go.
Age of 50, you don't have to